The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Wilson on the keeper. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. 6 catches, 86 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now it's Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
What's he talking about?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. On
4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
It's a gain of
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 90 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
brings up 3rd and
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 16 yards, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. We're scoreless after 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete to George Kittle. A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
19-yard line.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson's
no gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Let's stay in the AFC East and head a few states down to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49er first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The pass complete to George Kittle. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
20-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack. Brought down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
And the 49ers.
Are you touched?
1st down.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Coming to you. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
2nd and 3. Samuel bringing in the slant, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Go, go, go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
To number 8.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. On the delay, here's Carson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The running back, the ball carrier, fumbled on the play, recovered by...
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
19-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.